Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, well, welcome to Twyco. Welcome home, you may say. But in other words, if you are a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. Love the support. Yeah, just want to do kind of a quick fish room update, fish room tour. Starting out with these 20-gallon right here. And by fish room, I mean just really the downstairs. 20 gallons doing great. The 55 actually is thriving. With the two Oscars and the Java Fern and the two Plecos. So that one stays there typically. It'll stay there or it'll be around here. The other one still stays in that log. The Oscars are energetic as all get out. I'm gonna go ahead and do a water top off soon on that one. But then the 75 is doing great. So it's getting a little algified and a little overgrown, but as you all should know, or maybe you don't, maybe you're not a fish keeper, algae doesn't hurt. It's just unsightly to us, but it's just sucking up nutrients. So obviously when things start to get overgrown, you have to then course correct and get it back. But it's just one of those things where I'll just start cleaning it, doing water changes, trying to get the phosphate out once the brown algae dies back. But also once I took the plants out, it kind of started to raise a little bit more, but they were doing as Oscars do, and of course messing with the plants. They'll be going in a different tank anyways. Axolotls are doing fantastic, but the one reason why I wanted to make this, and they're all front and center, is because we've got some babies that I wasn't expecting. So again, talking about algae, you'll notice that there's some biofilm and algae on the top, or on the front glass of this. Yeah, it's fine. It's because of the light, it's fine, and it's actually being really helpful because these babies are picking it clean off of all of the surfaces, and especially since I don't have brine shrimp right now at the ready, I have some that'll be ready tomorrow. I noticed these guys yesterday, and then just, yeah, they've blown up. They still have their egg sacs, so it'll be fine, but you'll notice that they're being territorial. Convicts are great parents. They're being territorial. But you'll notice that these two are a pair and they're around their babies. And once I got here, they've been way worse because I have a camera that I can view the fish room in. Not only just that, but also I can go ahead and like when I came in here the 3 or 4 times to check on the clutch, the fish were acting different. Once I've been here for a while, they have been acting different. But then you'll notice these two, 3, and then there's a 4th one there. They're staying up at the center. They'll also go in the middle. Sometimes the fry will go to the middle as well, but they'll stay up towards the center. But then you might notice that these two are down here, and they're kind of, they're being a little territorial. You'll see the female is picking up the dead hornwort and moving it out, and you'll see the females right there. And I don't know if this camera's gonna pick it up well, but and here, let me try and get, I'll try and get at this angle. That might end up being a little bit better. And of course the female's gonna get right in the way. But you can kind of, yeah, you can see one of them back there. They're sitting on another clutch. So I'm gonna have 2 breeding pairs of convicts in here. And this was just supposed to be a convict grow out. Because to me, that's not a full-size that's not a full-size convict. Convicts get 4 to 5 inches. These are, I think that's the biggest one in here, and it's like a 3-inch convict, if that. They're not big, but they're already sexually mature, and they already have the fry producing. So I'm gonna figure out what needs to happen there. My convict tank might end up being, or that 75 might end up being a convict tank. Who knows? But it's like, because if you look at those in comparison to Max and Maxine, Max is bigger than that big convict, and he's a cross between a parrot and a convict, which again, and even Perry's kind of big. It's wild. But yeah, so wanted to kind of make a quick video just to show that off. If you haven't seen the other videos and you haven't seen the brine shrimp system, then I've got the 2 Zis brine shrimps, and they're hatched or hatcheries, and they're up to the manifold. So I've got the one going, and then tomorrow morning I'll start another one. As you can see, I started this recently, so the salt hasn't even completely dissolved yet, but it'll bubble and the salt will be good. But just to give you kind of a quick overview and review of the tanks. So we've got the tilapia, they're doing awesome. We got the bigger tilapia, moved a couple from the 75 up to the 55, and they'll be going out into an IBC tote soon. And when I do that, if you notice, again, algae. I'm in love with this, specifically in this tank, because this is a shrimp tank. Obviously not right now because we've got tilapia in it. But once we take the tilapia out, this is a shrimp tank, which means I can put the shrimp in here and they will automatically start grazing and have plenty of food to graze on, because shrimp are going to be eating all the time. So it's going to be a cycled aquarium. It's going to be a very aged aquarium. This up top has been doing pretty good. The babies have grown a little bit. These two things, they're still doing their due. The swords have actually bounced back a little bit. The algae that was on them have kind of reduced, but they have bounced back. And then of course, my favorite tank is just thriving. Just thriving, thriving, thriving. We got another baby plant here, and we got two baby plants right there. One from the jungle val, and one from the, I want to say that's like Italian val, or something to that effect. I can't remember, I have to look up which one it is, but just two different forms of Vallisneria. The mollies have settled in beautifully, and the plecos are doing fantastic. I mean, they're growing out awesome. You've seen the convicts, and even like now, the fry have kind of moved to the back, but the fry will move from the back, they'll move over there. The fry move all over the place. So when the fry move, the parents move with them. The other quarantine tank is also doing really, really well. So the black skirts and the serpes and everything are doing well. So they're doing awesome. They'll be out of quarantine soon, along with the other fish. Max and Maxine, showed you them a second ago. They're doing good. Perry's doing good. Saltwater's doing good as well. The clowns and the damsel. Turtles, African side necks, are doing fantastic. And the giant pleco that's in there always stays in the back every single time. And then this, again, algae's not a bad thing. I'm letting this do what it needs to do, and then I'll come in and clean it up and make sure everything's good to go. But the breeder pair of angels are doing pretty good. The clutch that they laid, they actually ate, and then they tore up. If you can see the leaves up there, they tore the leaves off of the rhizome. So that was interesting, to say the least, and they kind of ate up some of these leaves. But I'm letting them do what they need to do, and we'll take it from there. This is going to be the other Angels tank from over there, and then that 55 is going to turn into a community tank. But again, just want to give you guys a quick update. Mostly just wanted you guys to be able to check out the convict babies, because I'm pretty excited. We'll watch how it goes and see what needs to happen with the convicts. But hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, it's kind of a quick video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.